everybody. Sorry I'm a little slightly late. I hope I'm not. Um, Hope all is well. Mother Nature's been really giving us the bad time, if you will. I would like to extend my prayers to all my friends and families infected by the heat, the floods, the uh, thunderstorms. Today, uh, they're in Alberta and Edmonton. EF4 tornado hit there. Uh, so I hope there's nobody killed up in our friends up north in Canada. Um, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about real quick. Before I do, I need to move my stuff out of my washer real quick. And I'll be right back. I need to move my stuff so other tenants in the building can use the washer. So I'll be right back. 1 minute. Don't time me. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, I want to get it out and get it moved so the neighbors could use the washer. My one load that's in the dryer right now has got 38 minutes left. And when those are done, then I'll, you know, switch everything over. Okay. Here it's 73 degrees and it's sunny. It's not too bad. It's kind of nice. So, some clouds and everything. This weekend, I'm sorry, this coming weekend here at JBLM Joint Base Lewis McCord, which is right over there. They're having their annual air show. First time in 7 years. They haven't been able to do it lately because of COVID and he who shall not be named. You know that thing. Hi, Nancy. I bet it is cooler in Wisconsin. They did have some storms that rolled through in Colorado and Kansas, and there was a real nasty EF4 tornado that hit up in Canada. It's in Edmonton, Alberta area, and it just came on the news. So their weather services, with the help of our weather service, because apparently I'm not sure, but from what I briefly read, that the storm traveled across from North Dakota to up across the border. Um, so uh, we're getting slammed by Mother Nature more than anything. Okay, now on you he who shall not be named. As usual, he's trying to pull this childish tactic of delaying and delaying and delaying. Well, justice doesn't delay, it's swift and it's sure. He asked Cannon if she doesn't set a trial date for the espionage trial, the federal one, and I hope she tells him no, it's going to go on. Trial's going to go on as scheduled, and this is a federal case. And if she tried to interfere in any way with that, she could get in trouble with the DOJ and get in trouble with the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, because they can replace her for another judge that will, it's impartial, but will promote justice, period. Um, so, anyway, 11th Circuit is watching her. They're really watching her on this, and he's in a world of trouble, deep trouble, and there's supposed to be right now the grand jury over in Georgia, the election interference one. They're seated right now, and they're going to be discussing it, and they look like they're going to be indictment on that one too, and he will be arrested and through the rigmarole. I just hope they just throw his ass in jail. That's where it belongs, and not be allowed to. Hold on a second. Our boys are having fun. Excuse me, interruption. That's the Air Force Thunderbirds. They're practicing here. But anyway, 11th Circuit is watching her. And if she tries anything, they will replace her for another judge. And the DOJ, Jack Smith, says, you know what? I think they're using my apartment building as a turning point here. Anyway, they're busy. Sorry about this. So it's gonna be a little bit noisy. Hey, it's the sound of freedom, guys. Anyway, they're watching her on this. But anyway, in Georgia, as I said, the grand jury there is seated, and they're going to, the indictments will be coming out on that one too, because that's also a federal case. That's two federal cases, and then of course next year is the next, I think March or April, that defamation suit trial again against him. So he's trying to pull all kinds of crap. Now, one other person that needs to be put in his place is good old DeSantis. He's trying to thwart people from voting, especially Democrats in Florida, from voting, and he's violating the First and the 14th Amendments. And the judge there told him, no, you cannot do that, and I'll put an injunction on it. and your laws are declared unconstitutional that you passed. It has to go back to originally what it's always done. Vote. This judge is a voting advocate. He believes in the right to vote for everyone. And his name is Judge Walker. I don't know what his first name is. Um, so, um, anyway, um, he's being put in his place. And he told him if he keeps this up, he's going to find himself in a world of hurt. And I don't think DeSantis should not be allowed to run for Florida governor ever again, or for any office, let alone ant catcher if there's such an office. Um, let's see, anything else? Oh, Tuberville, Tommy Tuberville. I don't see how one person could have one power to prevent the confirmation of a permanent military leader in the Joint Chiefs. Right now, they're without a general in the Marines there. And Tuberville blocked this guy from his confirmation. Well, the guy's totally qualified. I mean, he's gone through all the training and various assignments and everything else. This guy's qualified. And why he is doing that, I don't know. It's just out of spite, I guess. And I think Senator Schumer should slap Tuberville and says, you know what? I'm replacing you and putting somebody else in your place, and this needs to go through. We need a permanent commandant in the Joint Chiefs. What you're doing right now in Tuberville is endangering this country. And right now, the assistant commandant is temporarily taking these duties until the one that's supposed to be confirmed. Okay. I don't know what Tuberville has against the military. I really don't. Yeah. I just saw a Thunderbird fly by. Uh, he's having fun. Um, so anyway, this needs to be fixed. And the Congress should not be allowed to block anybody from confirmation, okay, for anything, especially if it endangers us, okay. I noticed one thing that this little story is that the of the cluster bombs that are sent over to Ukraine to use on Russia, that story just basically died away. They're having fun. They're really having a lot of fun. What it is, the Thunderbirds used my apartment complex as a turning route. So they're using a particular pattern. I don't know where they go, but they go down the flight line and everything. So, go Air Force. Anything else? Oh, yesterday was the last day of the Major League Baseball team. The National League won 3-2. It was a pretty intense game because they were tied majority of the time, and of course, some got lucky, some didn't, and they really had a good time. They really had a lot of fun in Seattle. There was one 12-year-old kid that was fighting, I guess he was fighting lymphoma, and he just, in between treatment sessions, anyway, through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. His biggest dream was to run the bases and get a home run. And they let him do that. And the kid still, he had some energy. He said, yeah, he's just somewhat tired, but he said, that's the biggest thrill. That really made me happy. So that's good. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off really because of all the jet noise. You keep hearing that. I have no way of copywriting that or anything. It just happens. Um, so I will see you guys on, let's see, let me check my calendar. Okay, I will see you guys on Friday at the usual time at 1 o'clock. And I hope all is well. Okay, and I will post this on my YouTube channel. So be sure to insist, persist, and push back hard on the mega rats. They don't like hearing it, that's just tough. They're just going to have to live with it. So that's my feeling on it. Alright, and be sure to share too. And I also need more subscribers for my YouTube channel. Okay? Anyway, love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. And thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing. Okay, bye-bye.